Hey everybody, Ron from Back in the Fairway here, and I have got a brand new little package here that I'm really excited to share with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with this right off the bat. So let me grab a little pen here. I'm going to pop this open so you can see what is in this little box here. You're going to get to see it for the first time just like I am. So here we go. There is the paper out, and lo and behold, this is the new Shotscope version 3 tracking system. All the details on the side here. Key features, distances, hazards, performance tracking, which club you're at, and time. So really getting excited about this one. For those that don't know, I have been using the version 2. But this guy is chunky on the wrist, so you can kind of see how big that is. I've got my normal watch here, and this is a pretty large smartwatch here. And you can see even this dwarfs the size of the first one there. So let's pop this guy open and see what all comes in the package here. I'm going to assume most of it is just like the original, the V2 that I've been using as far as the tabs go. But let's see if I can get this open with this pen. It's got a really good seal on it. So there we go. Got it. Now I'm shaking the box open, and there we go. So right on top is the unit itself. Much more flexible band right off the bat. So I see that, and also the face is much smaller. So let's try to pop this out here and see what we've got for connectivity on the back and all that good stuff. One of the other problems I had with the V2 was the little charging port that they put on the back of them. It was nothing more than a little rubber flap that covered the USB port on the back, and that was a micro USB if I remember correctly. This one looks to be a wireless charging of some kind. So we'll look and see what the charger is, and then also in the box is a little instruction manual. I'm going to assume that it's set up very similar to the first one, and it looks like an entirely new selection of tracking tags. From what I read online, the old ones do work, but these are a little bit different. So you can see every single one of them. If I can get this to, you can see the driver and the 5-iron there. They're all individually labeled, so they're pre-tagged for your clubs. You can go in and program your clubs separately and do all that good stuff. Let me see if this has any charge on it whatsoever to see if it'll turn on here. Okay, it looks like we've got the V3 symbol, and it says connect to app. So that's where it's going to start. Since this is actually going to need to hook to the phone that I'm shooting the video on to actually upload and do all the crazy stuff that it needs to do, I can't really show you much more than this in the unboxing. But let's go through one more time just what's in the package and how it works. Again, in the main box itself, the V3, you get a much smaller watch interface here. The larger V2, let me see how much of a side-by-side I can get here of these two for you. So as you can see, the watch itself is probably a good 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch smaller. Thickness-wise, probably 2/3 to half as thick. And then, of course, the band, this one is a much more flexible material. This one is a harder rubber, almost a plasticky feel to it. Same type of connector at the top, which kind of bolts into the band on these little pieces here. And then the clips are virtually identical, a little bit smaller. It seems like the band is probably about 5 millimeters narrower. So you can see quite a difference in how they fit there. Overall, very happy with this. As I looked into the little gray box, I saw that the connector for the charger is actually a little bit of the clip-on Fitbit style, which is much better than the micro USB that's on the back of this guy. You can see there's just a little rubber flap here, and it peels back to reveal the charging port. Obviously, waterproofing has come a long way since the V2 came out. So obviously the V3 has a little better system there. Yeah, so anyway, let's go back through that box one more time just so we didn't miss anything. Again, the kind of the feature set here on the box itself covers everything it does. So this is the, you know, the very bright readable display. And then of course you have the distance to hazards. You have the golf club selector, and then the time is actually something new on this one. The old one didn't do that. It just stayed at a lock screen basically. So if this actually does work as a watch on a day-to-day basis, that's pretty cool feature, a little add-on there. And then also, of course, the free apps for each one of them. Let me see if I can just get that to zip in on that for you. So basically it'll give you all your stats in the app. It'll give you the distances for your clubs, everything you kind of need to know what to practice a little bit more. And that's, again, really where these things really pay off, whether you use the golf pad, whether you use the, gosh, who else does them? Golf pad, 18 birdies, TaylorMade My Round Pro. All of these guys are wonderful little tools for you to know what to use to practice with. So that's kind of a great big bonus. From there, we opened up the box and we found the little gray package containing the charging cable, the watch itself, obviously, and the little instruction pack. And this guy actually walks you through the full setup and everything, making sure you charge it, blah, blah, blah. And last but not least, the new set of tags. Apparently these are better tags, different tags than what were in the previous version. The old ones still work with it. Again, I'll do a little bit more comparison and see just to make sure. But overall, I'm extremely excited to get this out on the course. I cannot wait to see how it performs. I'm really, really excited to kind of start tracking new data now. So I'm going to actually register this one with a brand new account and start tracking from day one with it, just so I can have current day strict data from right now going forward. Should really help me with my PAT prep and what to practice, what not to practice. Very excited to get this thing out on the course. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to getting you the results on how well this works soon. Hopefully maybe a course vlog with it so I can actually show you how it works on course. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.